running. There is blood, gore, intense, violent nudity. Just want to make sure my audio is okay.
Hello everybody and welcome to another tabletop game here at Digital Woods. Today we are doing a 500-point game between Scott's Tyranids and my Thousand Sons. As with all these games, we're going to go straight into army stuff and the game, so join us there.
Yep, here we go. Okay everybody, I'm going to be running Tyranids today. It'll be a patrol detachment from the High Fleet Leviathan, and it'll be for 500 points. So my HQ unit is going to be a Flying Hive Tyrant, and his Warlord trait is Adaptive Biology. He is armed with 2 Death Spitters with Slimer Maggots and a pair of Monstrous Scything Talons. For my troop choices, I have 3 groups of warriors. The first 2 groups are going to be pretty standard, except for upgrading their weapons to Death Spitters. My last group is going to be all melee. They're going to be armed with a Bone Sword, Flesh Hooks, and Rending Claws. And my last group is going to be 2 Biovores, and there is no upgrades for them. So that's my fleet.
Alright everyone, here is my 500-point patrol detachment, 1,000 Sons. Let's start off with my HQ. This patrol detachment is being led by a sorcerer with the warlord trait High Magister. He's going to have the psychic powers of temporal manipulation and boon of change. He is leading 2 troop choices of rubric marines. Both squads are identical, no upgrades. One squad's sorcerer will have Infernal Gaze, the other squad will have Tzeentch's Firestorm, and for heavy support there is a Hellbrute coming along. He is armed with a twin las cannon, his Hellbrute Fist, and a heavy flamer. For Relic, the HQ of the sorcerer is going to be taking the Crosicator. It's a name I can't pronounce. It's the upgraded Inferno Pistol. And that is my 500 points of 1,000 Sun Patrol. Okay folks, here we are deployed for our No Mercy game with a Dawn of War type deployment. We seem to get No Mercy a lot. We legitimately rolled to get it, and we got it. So as it stands, the 1,000 Sons will be having first turn unless the Tyranids can seize the initiative.
Attempting initiative seizing. Didn't get it.
Alright, so it'll be going on to 1,000 Sons turn 1. Okay, turn 1 movement for the 1,000 Sons. Just moving up the rubric marine squads on both sides. Just getting in range to put in a couple shots down the range. Alright, moving on to psychic powers. Okay, for psychic phase, starting off with the sorcerer in the interesting rock formation. He is going to do a boon of mutation on himself. It is a warp charge 7, but with High Magister I only need to show a 6. I got a total of a 9, so I'll roll on that boon table and see what happens. Before that, I'm going to do the next psychic power. He is going to be this aspiring sorcerer who's going to do Tzeentch's Firestorm down the way into the first group of warriors. It is a warp charge 7 with no bonuses. I got a 9. And you have no psychers in range to deny. So I need to roll that effect and be back. Alright, rolling that result for the Tzeentch's Firestorm. That is 9 dice, any 6s or mortal wounds. And out of 9 dice, not a single 6. Alright, and then the last thing I have to do is roll on the boon chart for my sorcerer. That is 2d6, and we get to see what happens. That is a 7. Okay, and a 7 is the Eyes Open, which allows you to choose one of the boons other than Spawn Hood or Demon Hood. I'm going to go with the one that allows him to add one to his psychic tests, which is called Esoteric Insight, I believe. I'm probably mispronouncing it. Alright, that's it for the psychic phase. His other psychic power isn't usable at the moment, and he is not in range of anyone. So, Gonna go on to shooting. Okay, starting off the shooting phase, my Hellbrute is going to fire his twin las cannon into the first squad of warriors right there. He has 2 shots, hitting on 3s. 2 successful hits. It is a strength 9 weapon, so I'm wounding on 2s. And that is 2 wounds. It is a high AP weapon with an AP of -4, so that's just going to go through their armor. They do a d6 damage each. So that is going to be enough to pop 2 warriors, because it can't do spillover damage. So from the front group, 2 warriors go down. Okay, just remembering what High Fleet Leviathan's High Fleet bonus is, which is a 6-up Feel No Pain. We're going to apply the 3 damage first, so any 6-ups, and that guy will have some wounds left over to take the 6 from the second shot.
Nope.
Okay, and then, unless you get really lucky, you'll lose the second guy.
Nope.
Yeah, you needed to make 4 6s. Okay, on to the second bit of shooting, which is going to be these 4 Infernal Bolters, firing into the remainder guy. Has a total of 4 shots, going to be hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound with an AP -2 with the 4-up armor. That makes it a 6-up with a -2. Nope. And then your High Fleet 6-up Feel No Pain. Nope. Okay, so 1 damage on the remainder dude. Alright, and that is the end of my shooting and the end of Thousand Sons turn 1.
Alright, for Tyranid's turn 1, a movement, just advanced my group. The melee group also advanced, moving up a little bit. My 1 remaining warrior did not advance, he just moved his normal movement. Over here, my warriors got on top to help aid in shooting. My body warriors did not move, they don't need to move to shoot. My Flying Hive Tyrant moved over here to get in closer range to do psychic abilities to this unit over.
And on to psychic powers.
Yes. Alright, I'm going to start off with doing my Psychic Scream. Get in this group right here's range. Psychic level is 5, so I need 5 on the dice.
You got
I
7.
got it.
Okay. I do have 1 deny off of the Psyker right there, so I will attempt to deny. Okay, and with a 7 going against, I need an 8 or better to deny. I got a 5, so it goes off.
Yay!
That is D3 mortal wounds. 1. Alright, and then since there is a Psyker in the unit, I lose 1 of my psychic powers. I only have Smite and Infernal Gaze, so you're technically the one to roll it, so...
Evens, Smite, odds, Infernal Gaze.
So he loses Smite. And since it is a unit, I'm just going to go ahead and take that guy.
Alright, next one, I'm going to use my Smite on this group.
Okay, minimum 5 to cast. You got a 7. Alright, so that's going to be D3 more mortal wounds. That is 3 mortal wounds, which will just leave the Psyker.
Alright, that's my psychic phase.
Yep.
Onward to shooting. Okay, opening shot, Flying Hive Tyrant into the lowest Aspiring Sorcerer. I got 6 shots, hitting on 3s. I got 5 hits. Wounding on 3s as well. And it looks like I got 2 wounds.
Okay. Alright, with the AP -1 from his Slimer maggots, 2 4-up saves. And I failed both, so even if I command point and rerolled one of them, he's going to die anyway. So I'll be a squad wipe right there.
First blood.
Yep.
Okay. Next, it'll be my 2 Biovores. They're going to shell into that group in the middle.
Yeah, it's another Rubric Marine squad.
Yep.
So they're 2 shots, hitting on 4s. And that is 2 6s. You really want that for this next roll. So this is the 1 dice each. On a 1 does nothing. 2 through 5 does 1 mortal wound. On a d6 does d3 mortal wounds.
Okay, here we go.
So a 5 and a 6. So that's going to be d3 plus 1 mortal wounds. So go ahead and roll the d3. 2. So that is a total of 3 mortal wounds. So that is going to be 3 Rupert Marines going down.
Alright, last for my shooting phase, I got this warrior here. She's got 3 shots, shooting at the last Rupert Marine standing. And I need to hit on 4s. Nothing. Which is alright.
It's alright, you wiped a squad and severely neutered another one.
It's okay, you neutered a hell of a lot more points. With your double laser cannon.
Okay, and you're not in charge range with anything, so...
Nope.
That
Ends turn 1 for the Tyranids.
Okay, turn 2, movement for the Thousand Suns, just moving this unit up, hoping to finish off that group of warriors. Over here, everything kind of stayed put. So, on to Psychic Powers. I'm going to start off with Tzeentch's Firestorm going into the unit that has only 1 left, hopefully to finish it off. Warp Charge 7. I got an 11. So that is going to be the 9 dice, and any 6s cause mortal wounds. That is 2 successful castings of Tzeentch's Firestorm with no damage. Aww.
Karmas has to pay you back from the last
It does, from annihilating that barbed hero duel. Okay, and then last thing that's going to be cast is going to be Boon of Mutation on him. It is a Warp Charge 7, but now I have a +2, so I need to show a 5. I showed a 6. Okay, rolling on the table. I got a 7, which is a result I already have, so according to that, I get to just pick another result. Okay, and for the result I chose, I'm going to go with Temporal Distortion, which adds 3 to the character's move characteristic. So, when I need him to get out of his tower, he's going to be able to get out of his tower. So with that, I'm going to go on to shooting, and I'm going to start over here, firing the Infernal Pistol and rapid firing the Infernal Bolter into that. Total of 3 shots, hitting on 3s, and then wounding on 4s. 2 wounds with an AP -2, so that's going to be 2 6-ups.
Alright, 2 6-up. Okay.
Made 1. And then his High Fleet.
6-up save.
Nope. So 1 damage.
Takes another wound. 1 left.
Yep. Alright. And the last thing to shoot is going to be the Hellbrute firing his twin las cannon down into the warrior squad. That is 2 shots hitting on 3s. 1 hit. And it's going to be wounding on a 2 because it's strength 9. I am going to spend 1 of my 3 command points to command point reroll that. And that is going to be a successful hit. And that is going to be d6 damage. 2. So not enough to kill one.
Neither one does. Thank you.
That
You, sir, in the back.
did not go as well. But, oh well, I am... No, it's a 12-inch charge. No, I'm not declaring a charge. So that will be the end of Thousand Suns turn 2.
Movement, turn 2, Tyranids. This guy moved up his normal. These guys moved up their normal. They're in perfect charge range for this guy. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Flying Hive Tyrant has flown over here, also advancing, only getting so far with that advance, but now is in weapons range. This group of warriors have come down from the hill and started working their way towards where they need to be, and my Biovores did not move because they want to shoot. So, moving on. Be on to the second. I'm doing a Psychic Scream on that unit right there. You need a 5 on 2 dice to get it. got a 9.
Okay. Start with D3 more wounds. And that's the
3.
unit. You don't need to worry about the secondary effect.
No deny the witch?
Oh, you had a 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, attempting to deny the witch, you need a 10 or better. I didn't get it. And even
Would you
with
like to spend a point?
Yeah, even with a command point reroll, I have a -1
True.
because of Shadow in the Warp. So even with the
You
command
wouldn't
roll,
be able
I
to
needed,
get it,
I needed
yeah.
a 7. So that unit's dead. Really nothing else to shoot at because you killed the only unit that was really 24-inch range from that guy. Can he hit anything?
Don't know. Well, we'll find out.
That was 18. Yeah, he should be able to.
Yep.
And even if you drop it to the whole, yeah, you can definitely fire 3 shots that way and attempt.
3 shots at that big beastie. Hitting on 3s,
4s.
hitting on 4s. 1 hit.
Winning on a 5.
1 wound.
1 4-up save.
Made it.
Ting!
Yeah.
Ah, that ends Tyranid turn 2.
Okay, on to turn 3 for the Thousand Suns. The only movement taking place is the sorcerer moved over to draw a line of sight down onto the warriors that are advancing, and stayed put with the other thing. So, on to psychic powers. I'm going to start off with the Boon of Mutation. Got it with a Perils. I do have 2 command points left. I am actually going to spend 1 to not Perils. So, didn't Perils and I still got it. Down to 1 command point. We'll resolve that in a moment. I'm going to do his remaining power and go ahead and smite that unit because they are the closest. And with the +2, I got the baby version. So, D3 mortal wounds for 2.
What range is your psychic?
24, because I am Thousand Suns, I add 6 to all psychic powers.
Nerd!
Yes.
Yep.
So what, you aimed at this guy?
Yeah, this unit, so 2 mortal wounds, so that guy's dead.
Oh no.
Wait, does that splash over, or does that...
Yeah, mortal
Okay.
wounds are applied 1 at a time.
Got it.
And it has to go to the one that's injured first.
Yes.
I forgot the 1 at a time rules for mortal wounds.
Which makes them even more
Yeah,
better. Rolling on the boon table for the results. And getting a 4, which is Temporal Distortion, which is the one I just took last turn. So I need to choose a different one. I'm going to go ahead and just go with the Arcane Alcalum +6 to ranged weapons. Range. So,
It was easy for you to pronounce.
Oculum. That's the correct word. Okay.
It's a scope.
Yeah. The warp hands him a scope to his fancy bolt pistol. Alright, so shooting wise, I'm going to go ahead and fire the 2 las cannons into the Flying Hive Tyrant. So firing 2 shots, hitting on 3s. 1 hit, I am going to spend my last command point to reroll the 1. 2 hits, and then rolling to wound on 3-ups. 2 3-ups, so that's going to go ahead and go through your armor, but you do have a 5-up invul for Flying Hive Tyrant. Just got a 5-up invul.
Okay, 5-up in ball. Nothing.
You do have command points. You want to reroll one? These
Sure.
do d6 damage apiece.
Yay!
Okay, so it'll be only a single d6. Single d6 of damage for 2.
Oh.
2 6-ups. For High Fleet Leviathan. Nothing.
So 2 damage. Okay. And with that, I have no other shooting to declare at the moment. So that will be the end of Thousand Suns turn 3.
Okay, Tyranid turn 3 movement. Bivores have moved up. They now have a -1 on their ballistic skills because they moved. Warriors have moved down and continue to move up and advancing to get that position. My melee warriors have moved up and advanced only again, getting so far. And my one warrior has moved up and he's in good shooting condition. My flying hive tyrant has moved up plenty good to get into psychic range and shooting. So, onward to psychic phase. Alright, my first ability I'm going to be using is Psychic Scream. I'm going to be aiming at that, whatever it is, brute?
The one on top?
What is that?
It's a hell brute.
Yeah, I knew it was a brute. And apparently it's from hell. Alright, so I need a 5. I got an 8. It's 1d3 mortal wounds.
I will attempt to deny.
Ah!
So, coming out of the psyker, he can attempt to deny 2 powers in a turn, so I need, he has a +2 to all psychic tests, but a -1 because he's now in Shadow of the Warp, so a +1 to this.
Does he count for being in Shadow of the Warp for both of those groups?
It only applies once.
Okay.
It's only one.
So I need to show an 8 or better. And I got a 7, so that will successfully go off.
So 1d3 mortal wounds?
Yep, 1d3 more wounds. 2. And the Hellbrute isn't a psyker, so he doesn't lose any psychic powers.
No, but it takes wounds.
Yes.
I will now cast Smite on the Hellbrute. Take 2. Need 5 again to hit it.
Yep, the bare minimum.
I got a 10.
Okay. I might as well attempt to deny. I need to show a 10. I got a 7. So that'll be another D3 because you did not get an 11 or better.
Yep. So, D3 mortal wounds.
2 more.
2 more.
Okay, total of 4 damage to the Hellbrute.
How many damage does it have? Wounds it does have?
It's got like 8 or 9. It's pretty hardy.
It's a hardy thing and doesn't have 10, so it doesn't step down the peg.
Yeah.
Okay, onward to the shooting phase. I'm going to start out way in the back here with my artillery. These guys are now hitting on 5s. 2 shots. Snake eyes, nothing. Okay.
Well, there'd be 2 spore mines somewhere.
Yep. Somewhere over there. Yep.
After you get done shooting everything else, yeah.
Yep. Alright, I'm going to go over to my warrior here. He's going to take a pot shots up at the dude.
Hellbrute.
Hitting on 4s.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Wounding on 5s.
Wounding on 5s. Nothing. Alright, that leads to my big hive tyrant.
There's 6 shots.
6 shots hitting on 3s.
And you did not advance him yet. Okay.
So 6 shots hitting on 3s. All hit. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds.
Okay. And with an AP of -1, that'll be 2 4-ups. So 1 more damage. Okay.
And that ends Tyranid turn 3.
Okay, movement for turn 4. 1,000 Suns. Nothing really moves. There's no real point to moving at this point. So, staying put. Going straight on to Psychic. I'm going to start off with Temporal Manipulation on my Hellbrute. It is a Warp Charge 6 with the -1 and the +2. I need to show a 5. I got it with a total of a 9. Do you want to attempt to deny? This restores D3 mortal, or restores D3 wounds.
I'm allowed to deny 2 powers?
Okay, this guy's choosing not to deny that one. So I need a D3 number of wounds back. And that'll only be 1. And I got no command points to reroll it, so oh well. Alright, and then the last thing he's going to do is Boon of Mutation himself again. I'm pretty sure that is a fail. That is a total of a 5. So, that is a fail. Okay, and with no more command points. Moving on to shooting. I'm going to start off with the Sorcerer, firing his upgraded pistol down into those spore mines. We're still not sure if they form a unit, if they're fired from a unit at the same target, so I'm just going to do them one at a time. Putting 1 into the first one, hitting on a 3. Nope. And then there'll be 2 onto the next one. 3s, 2s. That is one's dead spore mine.
One remains.
Yes. Alright, and then lastly, the Hellbrute is going to fire his las cannon into the flying hive tyrant again, and going to fire his heavy flamer into the remaining spore mine.
Cook!
So I'll take care of the heavy flamer first. D6 number of shots, 6. The auto hit. So unless I roll 6 1s here, dead spore mine.
That'd been so funny.
Oh, no.
That's not balanced.
4.
4. I restored 1. So that's the spore mines. Okay, and now the las cannon shots. 2 shots hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds with 2 5-up invols.
Alright, 5-up involves.
Made 1, failed 1.
I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my command points. Oh.
D6 damage. For 5.
Ugh.
So it'll be 5, 6
ups. I got 1, so 4.
Total of 6 damage done to the flying hive tyrant so far.
Don't fall down now.
Okay, and that is going to be enough to drop you down a bracket. You have 12 wounds. Your second bracket is 4 to 6. Alright, and that is the end of Thousand Sons. Is it turn 4 or is it turn 5?
Turn 4.
You're in top of the order, I'm the bottom.
Okay, well, the end of Thousand Sons, turn 4.
Okay, for Tyranid turn 4 movement, my Biovorts did not move, they're in perfect range. These guys have moved up again, still keeping it in synapse. My one warrior did not move, he's in there, he's got a good line of sight on the last 2 units. My warriors actually advanced, getting up very close, so maybe next turn they can actually get in to eat something. And my flying hive tyrant has gotten where it can practically eat anything it wants. So, onward to second phase. I'll do second scream.
On the brute.
Yes, on the brute. Brute must die. Need a 5. I got a 6.
Deny. I got an 8. So I don't.
Alright.
I needed to do better than you.
Alright. So, beyond that, I'll go ahead and do my smite again on the brute. Need a 5. I got a 4.
Aww.
I'll use as my last command point. Reroll 1. Yay! Got a 6.
Attempt to deny. I did not. So,
1d3 mortal wounds. I got a 1.
Oh.
Well, that undid my heal.
Alright, on to shooting phase. Alright, I'm gonna start over here with my Biovores again. Hitting on 4s. 2 shots.
Both hit.
Both hit?
Still aiming at the brute.
Yeah, absolutely.
Spore mine effect. 1s do nothing, 2 through 5 are single mortal wounds, and 6s are D3s.
Yay! 1, 6, 1, 2.
D3 plus 1, you can kill it right here.
D3 plus 1. 5.
So 3 plus 1, that's 4. It only has 3 wounds left, so it is dead. Does it explode on a 6? No. So I am down to just my sorcerer.
Well.
Indeed. Okay. My warrior will shoot. Okay. Okay. 3 shots hitting on 4s.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Wounding on 3s.
1 wound.
1 3-up save.
Damn it.
I rolled the wrong dice, but hey, I'll take it.
You rolled a wound dice to stop a wound. How dare you? Alright, Flying Hive Tyrant. Shooting 6. Hitting on 3s. 5 hits, which are really good character rolls. And then wounding on 3s as well. Oh. 3 wounds.
Okay. And 3 4-ups. 1 damage.
And that ends... Wait. I'm allowed to clear the charge, right?
With what?
My flying high tower.
So I don't think it advanced.
No, it did not advance.
So yeah, here you go.
I declare a charge.
Okay.
In this.
Overwatch with the advanced pistol, hitting on 6s.
Well, damn.
Wounding on 5s. 1 damage going through with an AP -2, so you're 5 up.
5 ups. Was it only 1 or 2?
Only 1.
Yeah. 1 5 up.
D3 damage
Okay.
for 2. So
Okay.
that's 2 6 up.
2 6 ups. Got 1.
So another damage, and then you can roll your charge distance.
Yep. Alright. So my charge distance is.
Are we counting the vertical?
Flies.
Like 5. Yeah, 5 will get you within 1 inch.
Okay. You get a 5 on 2d6 to get my charge. I got a 5.
Okay. For wobbly model, I'm just gonna put him right here.
That's fine.
Hug me!
Okay. He's definitely still within the 1 inch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. 5 attacks because you have 4 attacks. You don't have 2 pairs of monster silent talons. So 4 attacks hitting on 3s.
Okay. 3s, please. 2.
Okay, and you are strength 6 versus my tough of 4, so 3s to wound.
3s to wound. 2 wounds.
With the AP -3, it'll be 2 5 up favors eaches. So 1 will go through, and that is just 3 damage. I have 1 wound left. I have 1 wound left. I'm not gonna switch it.
Okay.
Okay. Attacking back, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. No. Okay. That is my attacks back, and
The end of my turn.
yes. Alright, turn 5 movement. I'm going to remain in combat, kind of going for a do or die situation. He's going to start off by casting Temporal Manipulation on himself. Need to show a 6. I got a 5. So that does not go off.
Do you still have a +1?
That is including the +2 -1.
Got it.
At least I think I did that right. Okay, so I did that math wrong in my head real quick. It is a base warp value of 6 with the +2 from all his bonuses, and then -1 for being in the shadow of the warp. I did successfully get that. Do you want to deny it? I got a total of a 6. So you need a 7 or better to deny.
No, I'll let it go.
Okay, D3 mortal wounds, or D3 wounds back. 3 back. Okay.
So it's still the same number.
Yeah, he's only taking 1 damage at this point. And then I'm going to go ahead and... It's tempting to go for a boon of mutation, but I really need a smite to clear off so going ahead for a smite
On.
your leader character, because he is the closest. So I got a total of an 8. So you need a 9 or better.
Okay. So I will attempt to deny. So 9 or better.
You got a 10, which is definitely 9 or better.
Yay!
So no smite. Okay, and that will be the end of Psychic. On to shooting. I have a pistol that will fire in melee. So 3 shots, hitting on 3s. It has to go into the flying hive torrent. 2 hits. It'll be wounding on 5s. Snake eyes. 2. Okay, and then going on to melee. I will start the melee. 3 attacks with my staff, hitting on 3s. Come on, dice. 1 hit, wounding on a 5. Nope. Alright.
4 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Yes.
Three hit.
Wounding on 3s.
2 hit.
2 wound.
Yep, 2 wounds. 2 5 up final or 5 ups. So I take 3 damage. I'm not going to change the dice. I have 1 wound left.
No.
Literally, my turn. Nothing happened. I gained some life back. Failed to do any damage. Lost some life.
From the same claw.
Yep. All right. Well, it's on to your turn, Scott. Turn 5.
Okay, for Tyranid turn 5 movement, my Flying High Tyrant has actually fallen back, so we can engage in shooting later. My melee unit has finally made it up close enough where it can actually get into melee, so they're right there raiding. This guy moved over, still getting a line of sight into the back of the sorcerer. These group of warriors did not move, nor did the Biowolf force, which have a clear shot at the target.
Yes, and we removed the top here just for ease of model placements.
Yep. So, onward to second phase. I will second screen at the sorcerer.
You need a 5.
Need a 5.
Got a 10. I need to show a 10 or better. I did not. He's dead. He only had 1 wound left.
Thus ends the game. Tyranid have once again whooped Thousand Sons.
Alright, thanks everyone for watching our video. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Have a good one.